Athletes, welcome back to the locker room with Coach Blue. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about how much you're worth. Sounds kind of like a funny topic, but you gotta know how much you're worth, specifically to the rest of the world. So what does it mean? Monetary? Well, maybe. Kidneys are going for a pretty high price in the black market, but joking aside, how much are you worth? Meaning, how much are you willing to put up with before you realize that you're being mistreated? In the athletic world, we talk about being a free agent. Once a contract expires, you become a free agent, and therefore you can pick and choose what team you want to go play for, specifically for maybe a monetary gain. On Team Addict II Athlete, we want you all to feel like you're a free agent, being able to make your decisions on who you associate with, who you allow into your life, and more importantly, the relationships that you develop. Now, here's the funny thing about how much we're worth. There was a time in Coach Blue's life where we were traveling back from California on a Disneyland vacation, and we decided to drive in the middle of the night to kind of avoid all the traffic and so the kids could sleep. Well, they're in the middle of nowhere, California, desert area, 1 o'clock in the morning. I started getting hungry. Had one of those, hunger attacks. Stopped off at a local gas station. They're in the middle of nowhere. 1 o'clock in the morning, I go sneaking in there, not to wake up the kids in the car, get my drink, go up to the counter to get my candy bar. Snickers is what I was looking for, and boom, $2.50 for a normal size candy bar. Insane, right? Well, I was looking around thinking that might have been the king size one, but no, $2.50 for an actual small size regular candy bar. I was so mad that I dug into my pocket and I bought 2 of them. $5 worth of candy bar. And I got back in the car and I'm eating them begrudgingly, and pretty soon started feeling a little better because my hunger pains were gone, and I made it to St. George to refill the car. Went in to buy another Snickers candy bar, $1.25. Then it kind of hit me. In the middle of nowhere, USA, in the middle of the night, Coach Blue was so hungry that I was willing to pay $2.50 for that stupid candy bar. But the cool thing about it was that's how much it was worth to me. So much so that I bought 2. If you think about that principle, athletes, about how much we're worth and what we're willing to pay, who sets that price point? Well, obviously Joe Schmo from gas station in the middle of nowhere does. And he knows that there's gonna be people that want that and would be willing to pay for it, or else they can get something else. Shoot, even the gross Idaho Spud. But what I'm talking about is that they knew that that's how much that candy bar was worth in the middle of nowhere, and so we're willing to pay for it. The same holds true with your emotional well-being. How much your worth is dependent upon you, and not devaluing yourself to be with people that don't respect you or treat you well. To understand the principle and the concept of it's a privilege to have a relationship with you, it's not a right. And in order to do that, you have to understand that there may be people that aren't willing to invest in you emotionally if you're down here, right? But what happens is as you start understanding how much you're worth, you start realizing that you start moving up in the emotional world. And pretty soon you start realizing the people that disrespected you, that didn't hold you in high regards, that maybe abused or abandoned or neglected your needs are way down here. And then you have a whole new world to choose from. Early in recovery, they talk about not getting engaged in relationships. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek because you cannot not get into relationships. But what you can do is focus on how much you're worth and what you're willing to do to allow only people who are willing to emotionally invest see how much you really are worth. Now granted, some NBA players go for multi-million-dollar contracts, right? And they do that because they know what they bring to the game. Like it or not, that's the way that it works. I think the same thing should hold true in our relationships. When you know how much you're worth, the people that are going to mistreat you or take advantage of you need not apply. So just like that candy bar in the middle of the night, I was willing to pay for that because I wanted it. Just like you, having a relationship based off of trust, respect, love, compassion, and care, all of those attributes are what makes you worthwhile. So as we move forward now, athletes, remember that you are priceless and that it's a privilege to have a relationship with you. It's not a right. Anyone who devalues you or mistreats you, they don't deserve to have that in their life anyway. So now, go turn your mess into a message.